Okay, Martin, we've heard a lot today about some of the challenges and a lot about messaging. I just wonder if you had any thoughts about that in relation to what we can do in the UK.
Well, we've got a lot of support in this room for the position that we've taken in the UK, and we've had great news just yesterday with the biggest reduction in tobacco, in smoking in a decade at least, one of the biggest reductions on record. But still we've got a problem with people having unrealistic fears about electronic cigarettes, and more each year people believe that e-cigarettes are at least as harmful as smoking, and that's just wrong. We really have to do much better at correcting that misunderstanding, because it's a lethal one. We know there's a strong statistical link between people believing e-cigarettes, smokers believing e-cigarettes are harmful, and them not bothering to try e-cigarettes, or if they do try them, not switching over completely. So it's a lie that kills.
Have you got any ideas how we can improve the understanding among professionals, GPs being an obvious one?
Well, it's a slow business, but we're getting better and better evidence. We had a fantastic report that came out of University College London, linking up with the Roswell Park Clinic in the States, and it looked at all the toxicants in tobacco smoke and e-cigarettes that are being absorbed by the users, and it demonstrated how much safer e-cigarettes really are. So any medic who's doubtful should look at that, and anybody who's really interested in the research, Public Health England and Cancer Research UK and the UK Centre for Tobacco and Alcohol Studies have got together and we formed what we call the UK E-Cigarette Research Forum. And we get together and we look at the new data that comes out 3 times a year. We have a meeting. Every month we produce a little kind of resume which has a critical analysis of the research. And they're horribly even-handed at Sterling. They were brutal about a paper that I wrote, probably deservedly. But it's important that people keep on looking at the evidence and not just at the headlines, not just at the abstracts. You've got to, if a paper gives you a surprising finding, read all the way through it.
And finally, you must have been quite pleased at the international praise heaped on PHE's work.
I missed that. Mostly I hear the terrible criticisms about completely fictitious claims about how we're funded by the tobacco industry and nonsense like that. It's nice getting that credit. Most of all, it's getting the credit from vapors, because I got into public health at the height of the AIDS crisis as a consumer of public health, and I see the vapors movement, real public health heroes, courageous lay people, just educating themselves, becoming expert advocates, and engaging with the scientists and the policy makers in a way that hugely enriches science and policy making. So just more vapors, bring it on.
Thank you.